Hi and welcome to the 6th episode in our special budget series of videos. This time, we're looking at the expansion of the Enterprise Management Incentive, or EMI for short. To recap, the EMI is a tax-advantaged share option scheme for smaller, higher-risk trading companies. It allows targeted options to be granted to selected key employees, typically with no income tax on grant, and with capital gains tax usually arising on sale of the shares acquired on exercise. EMI is flexible in design and can be tailored to commercial milestones and retention objectives, unlike all-employee plans. Eligibility and limits include that an employee must work at least 25 hours a week, or, if less, at least 75% of their total working time, and must not hold a material interest in the company. Options may be discounted but must not be exercisable more than 10 years from grant. Each employee's unexercised qualifying options must not exceed an unrestricted market value of £250,000, with a 3-year blocking rule and any company share option plan options counting towards the limit. Company-wide, there is a £3 million cap on the unrestricted market value of shares subject to unexercised qualifying options. HMRC advance valuations are commonly agreed and typically remain valid for 90 days. Companies must have gross assets not exceeding £30 million at the time options are granted and have a maximum number of full-time or full-time equivalent employees of 250. The budget included the announcement that several of the key thresholds and limits will be changed to expand the scheme. From April 2026, the cap on shares under option will increase from £3 million to £6 million. The gross assets test will increase from £30 million to £120 million. The maximum number of employees will increase from 250 to 500, and the maximum holding period will increase from 10 years to 15 years, including options already in existence. Additionally, from April 2027, the requirement to notify HMRC of a grant of options will be removed. The changes will unlock access to EMI for companies or groups of companies that were previously excluded due to their size. The £30 million limit has been static since 2002. The other changes are a similarly welcome expansion and will help companies already using EMI that have been unable to issue new options due to the constraints. Let's have a look at an example of how the gross assets test will help larger companies. Suppose a company wants to offer key employees tax-efficient share options. It has gross assets of £60 million, so cannot use EMI. It is using the less generous company share option plan instead. This allows each participating employee to hold options over shares of up to £60,000. From April 2026, it will be able to use EMI if the other conditions are met. Any options issued under the company share option scheme will count towards the employee's £250,000 limit for EMI. The changes will also help smaller companies that are approaching the current limits. Let's look at how. Suppose a company uses EMI and currently has 20 employee participants with options over shares worth £2.8 million. It wants to offer options to 6 newly promoted employees over £150,000 each. It cannot currently do this as it only has £200,000 of its allowance left. Additionally, the existing options are 9 years old but are currently slightly underwater. The exercise price exceeds the value of the underlying shares in the aftermath of the coronavirus pandemic, but has been steadily recovering. This means there is no motivation for the employees to exercise them, and the options are at risk of expiring. The company expects to grow significantly in the medium term. The changes mean that the new options can be granted on or after the 6th of April 2026, and the existing option holders have a further 5 years to wait for the share price to realise some growth. Companies using CSOP due to being excluded under the existing rules may be eligible for EMI after the 6th of April 2026. EMI is far more generous, as employees are limited to holding options up to £60,000 under CSOP compared with £250,000 under EMI. As share options are often used as a partial alternative to bonuses, larger companies can enjoy improved cash flow by using the scheme. There is an additional indirect benefit in that the employees holding options have a vested interest in ensuring the company achieves growth, and EMI is often undertaken with the long-term aim of a takeover, so any tax arising for the employees can be paid out of the proceeds with planning surrounding exercise.
That's it for the 6th episode of this budget special series. If you are watching on our YouTube channel, don't forget to like and subscribe so you receive notifications of future episodes. Please do take a look at our one-stop web shop, where you can find all of our tax solutions in one place. The link is shown below.